Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, David here, and welcome back to another video. For today's Atlus News episode, we have to talk about sales numbers because the fiscal report for Saga just came out, and of course there's a lot of interesting numbers for Atlus, from Atlus, that can give us an idea on what we should expect next in terms of game releases for Atlus, and in terms of their business decisions in the future. And I'm super happy to be recording this news episode for you guys today because they've been doing things so differently lately with, oh my god, I need to say it again, all the modern Persona games coming out on all modern platforms. That's something that if you told me that a year ago, I would have straight up laughed in your face, right? They really changed lately, and they've been saying that they want to put their games on all platforms for so long. I've been pointing fingers at Atlus and laughing at their stupid surveys for super long, but then they confirmed that Nocturne HD happened because of the surveys. Same thing for other games like Persona 4 Arena and things of that nature. So I've been changing my mind a little bit. And today, for the new fiscal report, we have a lot of information in terms of sales, but there's one game in particular, one article in particular that stood up to me from Persona Central about the numbers, the sales numbers, for a little game that I really like, a little game that was re-released after over a decade, and that would be Shin Megami Tensei III Nocturne HD Remaster. Now let's go back in time a little bit and talk about that release. Now before it released, we made a bunch of videos, right? Nocturne HD, $50, that has to be too much. DLC, day one DLC, content that was in the original game with Dante that is locked behind a paywall now. Lots of technical issues, and at $50, a lot of people were complaining. Well, you know what? The game released, they never really fixed the issues with it, and the game still sold 600,000 copies worldwide. So not only did this remaster outsell the original Nocturne, it's now up there after a year of it being released as one of the best-selling SMT games of all time, which is insane. Now 600,000 copies sold at $50. Now of course there was sales and all that stuff, but 600,000 copies. So let's check out the article from Persona Central real quick, shall we? Now if you didn't know, I'm currently running a giveaway for a physical PlayStation 5 Collector's Edition of Soul Hackers 2 for Japan. It includes worldwide shipping for free. If you win, you won't have anything to pay, and I'll ship it to wherever you are in the world. All you have to do to enter is first be subscribed to my channel. That is the obligatory criteria to enter. And if you want to have additional entries to get a bigger chance to win, you can also follow me on Twitter. And once that's done, click the link down in the description below to enter. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes of your time. Good luck. And now let's get into the video. Alright, so here it is. Shin Megami Tensei III Nocturne HD Remaster sells over 600,000 copies worldwide. They announced it during their March 2022 financial results. The game sold over 600,000 copies. It initially launched in October of 2020 for Japan, but it released in April of 2021, if I'm not mistaken, so a year ago in the West. March or April, I'm not too sure. So insane numbers overall for SMT Nocturne HD. What does that mean for the future though? Now, if you guys have been following me for a long time now, you know that I've been speculating about one thing in particular, and that's because of how they released Nocturne HD. Nocturne HD, or just Nocturne in general, if you didn't know, is running off the same engine as another SMT game. Or should I say, as 2 other SMT games, which would be SMT Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. Those games are running on the same engine. They're reusing some assets and gameplay features, all that stuff. And Nocturne HD, they ported it using a game engine called Unity. Now, that engine is well known for being a little cheap to use and stuff, right? And I don't want to get too deep into that topic because I'm not a game developer myself, and I don't want to talk out of my ass, right? I'm not going to claim that I know stuff about game development when I clearly don't. But what I'm trying to say here is Digital Devil Saga wouldn't cost anything for Atlus to port. They could port those games using Unity once again, make them in one big package for multi-platform, Switch, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox if possible, release those for $60, both of them in one package. Now you're gonna say, David, Nocturne HD was $50 on its own, so why would they port DDS 1 and 2 HD Remastered for $60, both of them together? And the reason for that is simple. It's because if you look at Nocturne HD, the main addition to that port, to that remaster, other than the graphics and little gameplay features that changed a little bit, right, with skills inheritance and stuff for fusion, the voice acting. Nocturne HD was not voice acted. Nocturne, sorry, the original release was not voice acted. It was not dubbed. So they had to fully record the lines of dialogues for the game. That is expensive. Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 are not only running on the same engine, but they're also fully voiced again. So when you look at Nocturne HD sales numbers, you look at them and you're like, wow, low effort, high revenue. Digital Devil Saga, even lower effort, and potentially just as the same in terms of revenue, if not better. So honestly, you guys, I've never been more confident that in terms of SMT, Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 HD Remaster will happen. And yes, that's how I'm saying it. I don't have any type of sources. I'm looking at numbers and I'm trying to think using logic and business in a business sense. And Atlus, they've been proving to us lately that they can make good business decisions, which is good to see. And I'm confident that Digital Devil Saga will be back in the near future, potentially for the SMT 30th anniversary. We will see with SMT 5 outselling all the other mainline SMT games in 2 months on just one platform. It's clear that SMT is at a peak right now and they're probably going to profit off that. I'm sure they're happy about Nocturne sales numbers. Hell, they didn't mention Persona 4 Arena Ultimax sales because we know it completely flopped on all the platforms. It didn't even sell 10,000 copies on all the platforms in Japan during its first week, which is very, 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 very low. And they did not give us the number because they're probably not too satisfied with the numbers. And that was a multi-platform $30 port. Nocturne HD, with its technical issues and it being a $50 release, it sold 600,000 copies and they're screaming it. They're screaming the numbers because they're happy with the numbers. For all those reasons, you guys, Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 HD Remaster are next in line. I hope I'm right. If I'm not, you'll hear me. I'll be the first in line saying, hey, I called that it would happen and it didn't. I'll take the hell. That's how I am. But for now, I'm confident and I absolutely think that Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 are next in line. Let me know what you think, you guys, about Digital Devil Saga. Are we going to get those games? Are we not? I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Have a great day, you guys. Great rest of your week as well. And if you want to stay up to date on anything in terms of Atlus, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.